pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Councilpersons Brophy, Curry, here. Hutchinson,
Here.
Marquez,
Here.
Harry, Spencer, Mayor James.
Here. Meeting being held in accordance with New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act, I would like to note the sunshine law is legally noticed in accordance with the law and copies of the video of 2006. Public comment period. Governing body in accordance with PL 2002 CA have adopted the following guidelines relative to the public comment period. Caucus, work session, special emergency meetings with mayor and common council of Gloucester City. PCP shall occur at the beginning of each meeting should be no longer than 1/2 an hour in length, and every person wishing to speak may do so once during the period for no longer than 5 minutes. No changes have been made to the PCP of the regular monthly meeting. So anybody from the public wishing to speak, please step forward, state your name and address.
Well, Mike Stanton, 30 North Burlington Street. I won't take up much time. I just wanted to drop off some questions that I put together. I'm going to ask these next week at the regular council meeting. So they just have to do with the fire department and layoffs and just different things for that. So I just wanted to give these all in advance to the mayor and council.
Yeah, that's it.
And I'll see you next week.
All right, thanks, Mike.
Okay.
Mike,
Have a good
you
yes.
mentioned the second?
Yes, good. February 2nd, 6:30 p.m., the Delaware Valley Regional Planning Commission. They're doing their framework study, I forget what they call it, but they're looking to come to Gloucester City and give us some face time to help compose some things for their study for the light rail train. We're trying to get stakeholders from the city that want to participate in that. I know Mayor's been to most all of our meetings, so he's been representing you all, but whether or not you guys are interested in participating and seeing what they have or answering questions, and then if there's other city departments that, if they want an opportunity to be a part of it as well, it's a good chance.
When's the date?
February 2nd, Wednesday, Groundhog's Day, 6:30 p.m., and I have to follow up with Jack on the community center.
Is it still a viable project?
It's, who knows? I haven't seen any, initially, this is just my opinion, Christie didn't say no to it. He was just pulling back and, for budgetary reasons, we're not going to spend any money and reassessing everything. He pulled back from the tunnel up in New York. He hasn't said anything. I haven't seen anything about the light rail.
Along with the change in commissioners on the other side of the bridge, there might be some different philosophy also.
Okay. I know Philly's looking to do, they just proposed a light rail train, 2 light rail trains along Columbus Boulevard, and if I remember right, I think Market, to go out to Columbus Boulevard.
Is that a DRPA project?
No, I don't believe so. But just the fact that there's someone contemplating it's a good idea and they're willing to spend money, that looks good. But no, there's someone certainly, and I don't know where the money's coming from this. It's PATCO and the Delaware Valley Regional Planning Commission is doing this study as a follow-up to what the DRPA
Well, if you've seen what happened at their last board meeting, it looks like they're doing a study on PATCO now.
it's
I mean, the whole thing is convoluted, if you ask me.
well, it might, at this point, it might be cart before the horse, or with uncertainty. But who knows what the value of the report is, and just whether or not the city wants to participate or not. It's up to you guys.
Well, I think we should participate. I'm just asking you because you've been so involved with it.
My antennas have been out there on what's really happening. I don't know what's going on with PATCO and studies on them and all that. I'm not familiar enough with that. Or other.
That just broke this week.
Okay. That's all I had. Guys, have a good night. Next, Mike.
Anybody else from the public wishing to speak, please step forward.
Shed. Good night, ladies. Good night, folks. Good night, guys.
That's it, huh?
We give our name and all that, like we did with regular council. Towns in 122 North.
It's a recorded word.
I haven't been to a council meeting since the November meeting, so I need to just sound off on a few things and ask some questions. In regards to this trash listing plant, I was there, we were told that we weren't considering it. A month later, we're acting on it. I'm not sure in what capacity or to what extent we're acting on it. And I'm a little disappointed that we're not knowing more about it beforehand. That is to say, I mean, I read the article that Cleary did, and it was a nice article. The project itself may not be all that scary. I don't know why we need one here when there's one just north of us and one just south of us, but maybe you can explain that. And my bigger concern has to do with, and you know, when I ran for council, I talked about this some. I'm not sure what the picture is that you as a group have of, you know, what Gloucester's going to look like 5, 10, 20 years from now, and how a building like that, a facility like that, comes to play. That's a concern that I have. You know, we have some work to do here in terms of, you know, improving things and increasing population, bringing business to town and such, and I'm just curious as to how this trash machine plant is playing into it.
Well, if you have questions about it,
hold
just
on.
put them in writing and we'll give you an answer.
Yeah, I'm just, I'm not done here. Mr. Carney, I don't know if I should address the question to you or just to everybody, but, are you full-time representative of the city? And are you salaried or is it an hourly thing? How are you paid for your services? That's something that I'd like to know. You're both?
Yes.
You're salaried full-time?
No, I'm salaried part-time.
Okay. And then what's
I
the other?
bill for litigation projects.
If you have questions, Dave,
Yeah.
you're here to make a statement. If you want to make a statement, you can make a statement. If you got questions, put them in writing, we'll give you the answers.
Okay. Other than that, on a more upbeat note, Willow Street has been plowed more this winter than it has been in the last 10 years that I've lived there, so that's definitely an improvement. Now, if we can get the street sweeper to go up it during the off-winter months, that would be even better because it looks like crap. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, just think just one thing in question.
Yeah, go right ahead. If you want to, you don't have to.
It's not a trash to steam plant, okay?
Well, they're making electricity with it. How are they doing that?
It's gonna be done through a totally enclosed structure. It's gonna have 3 ventilation systems that have individual chambers where everything will be processed inside and the air will be filtered. I sat up in a meeting last week in Trenton with the DEP to go over this for the general idea, the concept of presentation to the state. And they have to do all the air quality permits and so on and so forth. They have to go through the whole gamut of things that have to be done. It's not going to be a trash and steam plant. It's totally contained within itself. Through the processing of garbage, with their own trucks, will be stainless steel lining, there will be no dripping coming out and all that. It will be brought inside, it will be closed, the garbage will be offloaded and backloaded into separate containers to where they'll have a mixture and it'll produce methane and another type of gas for electricity that they'll be able to sell.
So they're burning the gas, the methane that comes off of it.
They're not burning, no. It's not burning, they're cooking. It'll be 104 degrees inside. That's it. And it'll be cooked over a process of a period of time.
Okay.
And it's like a month process is what I got out of it, sitting on the meeting up in Trenton last week. And the whole process will produce methane gas, and it'll produce some kind of energy to make electricity that they'll be able to market. And the final product will come out, will be compost, natural compost.
Have you all seen this compost before? Or?
I haven't, that's why I went up to the meeting, and they're gonna have to go through the full gamut of all the permittings and stuff like that to match all the air qualities. There will be no odors released into the neighborhood, nothing of that nature.
Well, much of what you just covered was in that article about it being all contained and everything. That I knew, but I was not clear about how it was making electricity. I didn't forget that question, though. But I don't know if I want to put compost in my yard from garbage, but I haven't seen the product, so
That's pretty much, between,
I'm a little skeptical about that. But
What kind of garbage makes great compost? Yeah.
Plus, David, I don't think that we voted to bring that organic plant. I think the resolution that we adopted was to investigate and explore and gather information to look at that type of venture down in that Southport area. I don't think we entered into any type of contracts or agreements to bring that facility here to Gloucester City. We're looking at a lot of different things for that Southport area that's going to generate ratables and jobs. So that's just one thing that we're exploring. I don't think anybody on this governing body voted or signed a contract to bring that plant here. And as it rolls out, I'm sure we're going to be telling the public what's going on and how we're looking at developing. Right now, we're cleaning that land up down there. That's the first time any of that land has been cleaned up down there with that Amspec building coming down and clean fill coming in there. So we're trying to get that land ready to do something with it because it's been lying dormant for so many years. So that's what we're trying to do.
Okay, anybody else in the public?
Mike Walters, 57 Cornell Avenue. Resolution R045. Could you just explain that?
Kathy, can you briefly explain resolution 45?
Unfortunately, this is for the street sweeper. No, I'm
No.
sorry. No, I'm sorry. This is for the UEZ, yeah.
This is, no, I can speak on it.
Go ahead, Jeff.
This is for the administration costs of the UEZ. UEZ board at the last meeting recommended to the council that UEZ take $85,000 out of the budget to run the administration of the UEZ.
Out of the UEG budget.
Yes, not taxpayer, I'm sorry. And that was unanimous from the UEZ board.
And that'll still have to be authorized by the state.
Yes, Nick, once it goes, we approve it. If we approve it, it has to go up to Trenton.
All right, thank you.
Anybody else in the public?
Evening, everybody. Joe Harsel, 527 Market Street. I just wanted to see if you guys got a chance to work on the nominations that I had given you, Bill.
I think we were okay with them, Joe.
Okay, I
No
just
problems whatsoever. If those people were interested in serving,
Yes.
I had no problem. That's great. And we came up with some people for
Board
Board of Health.
For the Board of Health. Just
Yeah, a
wanted
couple
to,
vacancies.
get moving on our meetings, and I've spoken with Kathy earlier in the week about, we have to advertise our meetings, but we have no budget because of, our fiscal problems that we're having and all
Can we
that.
advertise at the same time we advertise our meeting?
We already did ours.
All right.
Everybody advertised ours. But I told him if he wants to advertise them, we'll just pick up the cost. It's a very minimal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like Gloucester News, I guess, is good enough for us,
Okay.
things like that. And, okay, we did have one spot open that I think I submitted you 3 names.
Yeah.
And we do have one other spot. I wasn't able to get a hold of Bernadette Gorman. I played phone tag with her for about 2 weeks, but we couldn't connect. I don't know if she's still interested or not. So, I'll figure
Somebody just spoke to her again today. George Berkeley, right? I'll get a hold of George, he'll get in touch with her.
Okay, just have her give me a call and leave a message. She's still interested in being on the board. If not, then I'll figure
We'll find
something out.
somebody else out.
So we can go ahead and start our meetings, on a regular basis, like 5-monthly or whatever.
All right.
And we can still do what we had talked about with, if we need to make a resolution.
If you need legal services, John will be here.
Okay.
All right.
Give him plenty of time, and come, maybe possibly come to one of our meetings. Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Thanks, Joe.
Yep.
Any questions for us? Okay, moving on. Minutes of the previous meetings. Now, we do have some minutes of